Play ball.
Hi, everybody. Welcome as we get day number 2 of the Dixie Boys Baseball World Series underway. Georgia and Tennessee battling in an elimination game. One of these two teams gets to play a little more, and one of these two will head to the house. Georgia and Tennessee. Carter Phillips leading it off for the Georgia team. Owen Hellbach is the 2-hitter. Carson Bosden batting in the 3 spot. Doesn't take long to get it out, and Phillips strikes out. And there is one away. Jonah McClure batting in the 4 hole. 5-hitter is Case Barber. Norwood Pierce batting 6th. 7-hitter Noah Torres. Bryson Collins is batting in the 8th spot. And the 9-hitter is Caleb Arsenault. A little bit inside with a pitch to Hellbach. Jesse Kutrib getting the start on the hill for Tennessee. As that is popped up, but out of play behind the screen. Behind the plate, Liam Wilson, first baseman Joseph Martin Jr. At second for Tennessee, Jet Herman, the shortstop, Brady Dedman. And at third, DeMarquez Perkins. Got an outfield of Kerry Johnson in left. Center fielder is Xavier Adkisson. And in right, Jace Kinslow. Lined over to third, and the catch made by Perkins. Hellbach out number 2. And there's 2 away for the 3-hitter Carson Masden.
Now batting number 11, Masden.
Georgia losing to Louisiana 15-3 yesterday. And Tennessee losing to Mississippi 13-0. So where both teams are concerned, you talk about a tough start from the standpoint of facing some of the top teams, top competition in the World Series. So now it's admittedly tough road to hoe, but not an impossible one, as a strike is delivered to Masden. Jonah McClure to the on-deck circle. That will get over the head of Masden. Good-looking Sunday morning underway, as we've got your baseball and biscuits in progress. I mean, it's breakfast time. Of course, your choice of breakfast may not be biscuits. Maybe it's waffle, eggs. Typically, when I'm on the road, it is a muffin of some sort. You know, egg, cheese, bacon. 2 gone and nobody aboard. And there is the swing and miss that puts it into the inning. 3 go up and 3 go down. Top part of the inning goes quickly for Georgia as we head to the bottom part and to the top of the Tennessee order. Bottom of the first gets underway. Kerry Johnson starting in for Tennessee after a scoreless first inning for Georgia. Liam Wilson, the 2 guy. Jesse Kutrib batting third. DeMarcus Perkins is the 4-hitter. Joseph Martin Jr. hitting 5th. Brady Dedman 6th. 7 guys, Jace Kinslow and Jet Herman batting 8th. Xavier Adkisson in the 9 spot. Georgia's got Noah Torres on the hill. Behind the plate is Owen Hellbach. First baseman Jonah McClure. At second, Austin Roberts. Shortstop Carter Phillips. Third baseman Carson Marsden. And in the outfield for Georgia, Norwood Pierce in left. Case Barber is in center, and Caleb Arsenault in right. Johnson leading it off, goes foul on the right side. I mentioned such a good-looking start to the day. We are hoping that Mama Nature sees it as the time to have a good-looking entirety. No rain mentioned, but there again, that doesn't mean a whole lot. Currently it's 83. It feels like 91. 82% humidity. Winds out of the south-southwest at 2, gusting to 6. UV index is 3 and moderate. Air quality 29 and good. Got a heat index that will start at about 10 a.m. this morning. A heat advisory, which means heat indices will head towards the triple digits. 7:56 sunset, visibility at 12 miles. Inside with a pitch to Johnson. And your moon is 9% illuminated. 13 days from the next full moon, 241,674 miles the distance between moon and earth as you've got one away.
Now batting the catcher, number 42, Liam Wilson.
Strikeout of Johnson, Liam Wilson to the plate. And I think that's got it all settled for you. Weather-wise, well, probably not all. There's always more. That's going to smack Wilson right between the 4 and the 2. And he will go down to first as a hit batsman. And a base runner aboard. Wilson tried to get out of the way.
Now batting the pitcher, number 5, Jesse Trevette.
Runner on, one away. Jesse Kutrib coming to the plate. DeMarcus Perkins to the on-deck circle. Winner of this one will play at 2 o'clock this afternoon against the winner of Alabama and Texarkana, who play over on field 2 next. Right now on 2, it is North Carolina and Florida. Top of the second, Georgia's got McClure, Barber, and Pierce all coming to the plate. Wilson back safely over at first. I know you're waiting for scores. It's my routine. Check out what happened yesterday. First of all, in Major League Baseball, as that is floated in the direction of right field. It's dropping, it's rolling. Wilson on his way to third, close behind Kutrib. It is a triple that drives in the first run of the game for Tennessee.
Now batting third baseman.
So Tennessee taking the early lead in this one.
Perkins.
DeMarcus Perkins to the plate. Phillies beat the Yankees yesterday 9-4 in game 1 of 2. Royals in 10 over the Guardians 5-3. And already a meeting on the bump with Noah Torres. Blue Jays 6-1 winners over the Tigers. Pirates knocked off the D-backs 2-zip. Reds over the Rays 6-2. Rockies losing to the Orioles 18-zip. Rangers nipped the Braves 6-5 and 10. Cubs beat the White Sox 6-1. Marlins over the Brewers 7-4. A's a 5-1 winner over the Astros. Nationals beat the Twins 9-3. Red Sox over the Dodgers 4-2. Guardians in the second game of 2, so they split, beating the Royals 6-4. Padres 3-1 over the Cards. Mets 2-1 over the Giants. And the Mariners beat the Angels by a 7-2 score. First Major League Baseball today at about 12:30. Got a quartet of games at 12:35. Kutrib on at third, and Perkins sending that one foul. And in case you're interested, standings in Major League Baseball coming into your Sunday. Toronto 6.5 on top of the Yankees in the American League East. In the Central, Detroit leading Cleveland by 7. In the West, Houston by 4 over Seattle. And in the National League East, Mets now with a half-game lead over the Phillies. Cubs in Milwaukee dead even. And in the West, Dodgers by 5 over the Padres. A little bit outside with a pitch to Perkins. That is fouled away. WNBA yesterday. Sparks beat Liberty 101-99. Mystics over the Storm 69-58. And your first WNBA game today at noon. And there you have it. You are updated. Still got a Perkins at bat. He's been at the plate for a bit. Got a base runner over at third. Joseph Martin Jr. to the on-deck circle. Chasing one is Perkins. It is dropped, goes to the screen. In to score, Kutrib. And to first goes Perkins.
Now
and Tennessee by 2.
Number 25, Joseph Martin.
Joseph Martin to the plate. Brady Deadman to the on-deck circle. Scores yesterday from here. Virginia beats North Carolina 13-5. South Carolina over Florida 5-3. Mississippi 13-zip, knocking off Tennessee. Louisiana beats Georgia 15-3. Livingston, Texas 15-zip over Alabama. Hattiesburg beating Texarkana, Texas 11-1. Virginia defeats South Carolina 7-5. It was Mississippi over Louisiana. Texas in 8 over Hattiesburg. And that Texas-Hattiesburg game, the only game yesterday that went extras, and when you know it, it was the last game of the night, and carried us to about 3 minutes away from this morning. Swing and a miss by Martin. And there is the second out in the inning.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Brady Demond.
Brady Dedman coming to the plate. Jace Kinslow to the on-deck circle. McClure, Barber, and Pierce when you get to the top of the second for Georgia. Today's slate, well, here's what we know. Of course, the 2 games going on. North Carolina and Florida on field 2. And right here, Tennessee and Georgia. 11:30, Alabama and Texarkana, winner's bracket game between Virginia and Mississippi. And then you got a 2 o'clock matchup between the winners of Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, Texarkana. 2 o'clock, Louisiana, South Carolina game. And you got a 4:30 game, Hattiesburg versus the winner of North Carolina, Florida. Jace Kinslow to the on-deck circle. Here's the offering. It is ground to second. Picked up by Roberts. Goes over to first. Gets Dedman on the 4-3. But a couple of runs played. Wilson and Kutrib as we go to the second.
Ready to make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Top of the second gets underway. Jonah McClure starts it. Case Barber, Norwood, Pierce. 2 up in the inning, 2. Couple of runs played in the bottom part of the inning. Off a hit batsman, a hit.
Now batting
and a drop strike,
number
3.
21, McClure.
A quick reminder, we are trying to grow our subscriber numbers. Of course, I concede we're never completely satisfied. Make one goal, want another. Make that goal, need another. But shooting for the lofty goal of 8,000 subscribers by the end of the weekend. And let's see where we are at. I can tell you we're a fur piece, as we say in the Deep South. We are 755. And he's got a base hit into center field from Jonah McClure. First Georgia hit of the game.
Now batting the center field.
So that means we need some serious subscribing. So if you haven't already, if you don't mind just moving that cursor over the subscribe button and click. That's it. Nothing more. And you'll be our newest, bestest friend. Plus, you get access to games, to highlights, to shows, to interviews, and a whole lot more. Sent over to third, picked up by Perkins, and he'll throw it into right field. On his way to third is McClure. There's a collision, and the ball hops out. So safely aboard McClure, and with the throw to third, Barber will take second. So you got a couple of runners on. Hit and an error in the tying run in scoring position for Norwood Pierce. So thank you in advance for subscribing to YouTube. And while you're at it, might as well follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Well, a conversation between officials, so I guess we are going to see if the call over at third has changed. And now they say he's out. And now the Tennessee is happy, Georgia's not. So there's one away with a runner at second. As that one is lifted by Norwood Pierce in the direction of left field, drops in, taking the turn at third. Barber heading to second with a double. Pierce, lead cut in half by Georgia. Pierce with the RBI double, Noah Torres to the plate.
Now batting the pitcher, number 17, Torres.
Bryson Collins to the on-deck circle. A look to second by Jesse Kutrub. Ground to short. Grabbed by Dedman. Gets the throw to first. Pierce takes third.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 3, Collins.
Two gone from Bryson Collins. Caleb Arsenault to the on-deck circle. Also, we're going to take shout-outs in the fourth inning. Now, I know you have access to the chat room on YouTube and you feel comfortable and free to chat all game long there. But in the fourth inning, you text me and you write them, the text, and I read them. I tell you in advance so you can put those creative thinking caps on and be going, what should I say? And to whom should I say it? Bryson Collins, the DH, high pitch. Kinslow, Herman, and Atkinson in the bottom of the inning for Tennessee. Shot in the direction of right center field, and that will drop in as a two-out Collins base hit that ties the game at 2. So a Collins RBI single.
Now batting the right fielder, number 7.
And Georgia responds to the 2 runs that plated in the bottom of the first by Tennessee. Caleb Arsenault next. And the top of the order awaits on deck. That'll go to the screen. Off to second will go Collins. And now Georgia with a go-ahead run in scoring position. Hit to third, fielded by Perkins, goes to first. And out will go Arsenault. One runner stranded, two runners in. It's a tie game at 2, going to the bottom of inning 2.
Gettysburg Clinic, we believe it takes a commitment to pursue excellence, to innovate and remain at the forefront of healthcare, to provide care that is best for our patients, to work together as a team of experts, and to care for each person with dignity and compassion every day.
Make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts, and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Jace Kinslow leading off the bottom of the second. Jet Herman and Xavier Adkisson, 2 up in the inning 2.
Now batting the right fielder, number 23.
Couple of Georgia runs in the top part of the
Kinslow.
inning off 3 hits and an error. And we're knotted up at 2. An elimination game, and neither team wants to head home early. Georgia from the west part of the state, Tennessee calling. Well, I am looking. Ashland City home. Into the strike zone, and out goes Kinslow, K number 3 for Noah Torres. And there's one away for Jet Herman.
Now batting
Ashland
the second
City, I am
baseman,
not
number 3,
familiar
Jet
with
Herman.
Ashland City. That is going to require me to put my Googleology degree to good use and find out where Ashland City is. In the Nashville Metro. A little bit high with a pitch to Herman. Xavier Adkisson to the on-deck circle. By the way, I see we've got a texter that wanted to get to the front of the line. Hey, that's cool. We'll read the shout-outs in the 4th. Jet Herman. That will go back to the screen. High toss. I mentioned the all-names team, you know, the unofficial, don't get a trophy, don't get a certificate, really no recognition beyond us. But I'm thinking Jet is one of those names, too, that just automatically gets added. We've got geography automatically added, numbers automatically added. And I'm thinking Jet would apply as well. Inside, and he'll jettison down to first.
Now batting the
So a base runner on.
Xavier.
And Tennessee with another one-out base runner in the first inning. Leadoff goes down, and then Wilson and Kutrum get on, and Perkins as well. And in the second, Kinslow leads off with a strikeout. And now Herman on, as Xavier Atkinson comes to the plate. Georgia in the third with the top of the order coming to the plate. Fouled away by Atkinson. Still a ton of baseball before the summer and the year ends here on JockJive. Next on our slate would be the Cal Ripken World Series in Branson, Missouri. And I might as well pull out the Google Calendar to let you know when that starts. August 7th. Then got a Babe Ruth World Series in Jamestown, New York on the 16th of August. Bunted foul by Atkinson. We'll be at Truist Park in Atlanta on the 21st of September.
Pitch 40 for Torres.
Fall ball starting on the 27th of September as we work the Showcase Series and the ABC Fall League. Swing and a miss. Atkinson, strikeout number 2 in the inning, 4 in the game for Torres.
Now batting the left fielder, number 14, Kerry Johnson.
2 gone for the top of the order, Kerry Johnson. He's one of those 4 Ks. Johnson, Martin, Kinslow, and Atkinson. They've all been strikeout victims for Torres. Liam Wilson moving to the on-deck circle. And, of course, we've got football here on JockJive starting in August. Bayside Academy and Georgia Military College at the moment. Of course, some of the folks we work with, typically it's late July before they say, hey, can you do it again? In with a stolen base is Herman. Got volleyball starting in less than a month. I think our first volleyball on the 23rd of August. And we've got Coastal North, Coastal South, and more. Flag football this fall, the ACCC, Alabama Community College Conference, adding flag football. And we'll be working with the conference on 4 different weekends of 2 days of 5 games. All of that coming up. And then before you know it, we'll be into the basketball. So just kind of think of us as an alternative to the sports networks you watch on television. That's going to wind up going into center field, designed to pick off Herman. Herman will wind up coming in on the E1. And Tennessee reclaims the lead. Johnson stepping back in. All of that, by the way, coming up here on JJ. Sliced foul on the right side. And see why it would behoove you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get automatic access to all of that stuff. Swing and a miss, and out will go Johnson. But a run plates on an error. And Tennessee will get the lead back as we head to the top of the third.
Leading off the top of the third for Georgia, it's the shortstop, number 4, Phillips.
Top of the third gets underway. Top of the order to the plate, Carter Phillips. Nice play in short by Brady Dedman.
Now batting the catcher,
And
number
Phillips
1,
with a line out for out
Phillips.
number 1. A pitch in and out. Owen Helbach next. Carson Marsden moving to the on-deck circle. Helbach with a line out to third. Bottom of the third, Tennessee sends Liam Wilson, Jesse Kutrim, and DeMarquez Perkins to the plate. Good looking Sunday underway. Can we keep it that way? That is the question. There have been many a day this summer where we've called baseball on a day that was sunny and supposed to stay that way and didn't. So I think we're due, kind of a balance where it's supposed to stay sunny and does. Nobody aboard, one away. We're in the top of the third, 7-inning game unless somebody's got a lead of 10 or more after 5. Ground to Perkins at third. He'll go to first with the throw. Got a collision over at first. Ball pops out and off to second and third. Hellbach, and he's safely there. And then it'll be thrown away again. We're going to be tied up at 3. So a couple of costly errors. Costly for Tennessee, beneficial for Georgia. But now the officials confirm it. So are we going back to first? And was there an out at first? Let's see if that is the discussion between officials. You see the Tennessee coach there. He wants an explanation. And the body language would suggest at the moment he is not a particularly happy camper. So let's see if the result of the conversation changes anything. And I would assume there are a multiplicity of things that could be altered. Could have the out at first. Could have the runner on a bag, could have the run scoring. Again, I'm trying to read body language, and I'm not, educated in that kind of thing. But at the moment, it would appear the run is going to plate, it is going to count, and you're going to get a 3-3 game. And I wonder if we're about to get an appeal. There's a point towards the press box. There is an appeals committee. But typically appeals are rules-based. So let's see. Conversation ongoing. Body language getting a little more emphatic. Big ball game, by the way. If you're eliminated, you're out of the World Series. So obviously every run counts. And if you believe to be right, obviously you're passionate about it. Now the Tennessee players had left the field, which was kind of odd in itself. There was, even if he was out, there's only 2 gone. Well, and you got pitcher and catcher going, hey, you guys can talk. We're going to grab a chair. So I'm not sure what the delay is, unless, of course, it is a game that has an appeal. I mean, there's an out in the inning. And all of the Tennessee players gathered around the mound. Umpire going to the area behind the plate, to the screen, and my assumption is there's been an appeal made. So obviously we have gone into a holding pattern. And eventually we will know something up here in the box in regards to apparent conversations that are going on underneath the press box in regards to, I would assume, the play at first. Well, I'm going back and looking, and my replay clip is after the incident over at first. Well, we're in the middle of the inning. We're not at the bottom of the top, so unusual to see players leave the field. But it is a hot day. And if you're thinking, well, maybe it's a heat-related break, well, that would come at the bottom or top of an inning, not in the middle of one. So the only assumption left is that at the moment there is an appeals process underway. Let's take a break and come back. I guess if we wanted to get play back underway, I just needed to go to a commercial break. And apparently, too, there is an injury in that collision at first, getting Joseph Martin out of the ball game. So obviously, part of the conversation was in regards to the health of the first baseman. And that new first baseman is Isaiah Aschlager. Carson Marsden able to beat the smack
Now
out
batting the
towards
first
short.
Number 21, McClure.
And you got a base runner aboard for Jonah McClure. As that one is fouled off of Liam Wilson. Three ball game. We are in the top of the third. Isaiah Aschlager in for Joseph Martin Jr., who's come out of the ball game. Go ahead running first. Chopped foul over to the left side by McClure, who had a single and was tagged out coming home. That happened back in the third inning. 1-for-1 in the game. Elimination games today. Both the 9 a.m. games are an elimination game. One of the 11:30. The 2 p.m. games. All eliminating somebody from this original field of 12. A little bit high with a pitch to McClure. Case Barber moving to the on-deck circle. Popped up and out of play.
Please return all foul balls to the set stand.
Here's the pitch to McClure. It is sent towards center field, and there the nice catch made by Xavier Atkinson, chasing Mazden back to first.
Now batting the center fielder.
2 outs for Case Barber. Jesse Kutrum getting his 3rd inning of work in and out away from wrapping it up. Georgia, though, hoping that next out takes a bit. Barber reached on an error and came in and scored a run and inning back. Norwood Pierce moving to the on-deck circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. Half the field leaves today. Now we know 3 teams that won't, so that leaves 3 spots. Virginia, Mississippi, and Texas will not leave today, as that is ground to third. Throw over to first is thrown away. And Barber and Mazden on, both in scoring position.
Now batting the left fielder, number 12, Pierce.
And I think, by the way, that it's Perkins who has moved over to first. Oschlager has taken over third. He'll bat in the spot where Martin was previously. A little high with a pitch. Pierce with a double that drove in a run, scored a run 2 in the 2nd inning. So he played a role in both runs. Drove in one, scored the other. Picked up at short by Dedman. Thrown to first lane, and Georgia's got their first lead.
Now batting the pitcher, number 17.
Runners on the corners for Noah Torres. Torres ground into a 6-3 putout. He was the 2nd out in the 2nd inning. Bryson Collins to the on-deck circle. Able to get back safely at third, Barber. Two runs have played, and Georgia came into the inning down by 1, lead by 1 currently. Torres, the middle out in the 2nd inning. Wilson, Kutrum, and Perkins in the bottom of the 3rd for Tennessee. The inside got him on the elbow. He'll go down to first, and the bases are loaded for Georgia.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 3, Collins.
And a runner coming in for Torres.
Courtesy runner, number 13, Pippin, in for the pitcher, Torres.
And that is Pippin, who is the courtesy runner. Popped up. And in center field, the catch will be made by Xavier Atkinson. Bases left loaded. Georgia could have got more, but they got enough to get the lead as we head to the bottom of the 3rd with Wilson, Kutrum, and Perkins coming up.
make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts, and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Isaiah.
Well, Isaiah Oschlager, who came into the ball game for Joseph Martin Jr., actually batting in Liam Wilson's spot.
Correction, the catcher, number 42, Liam Wilson.
Check that. It is Liam Wilson. So I heard the name Oschlager coming to the plane and got discombobulated, which I can do on multiple occasions and with great frequency. Liam Wilson starting, and Jesse Kutrub and DeMarcus Perkins all coming to the plate. Wilson hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first. And we got a baseball on the diamond that's not a baseball that's supposed to be on this diamond, apparently, coming over from the other field. Actually kind of surprised that doesn't happen more often. The fields are not that far apart. But to my knowledge, that is the first from two to make it into one. As it is fouled away by Wilson. Jesse Kutrub and DeMarcus Perkins due up in the inning two. That is chopped back to Torres. He'll field the high hopper, go to first and get Wilson. And there's one away for Jesse Kutrub.
Now batting.
Kutrub with a
pitcher,
triple.
number 5.
Scored a run in
Jesse
the first inning.
Kutrub.
DeMarcus Perkins to the on-deck circle. Bottom of the order in the top of the fourth for Georgia. Into the strike zone to Kutrub. The game has got kind of a lengthy feel to it. An hour into the contest, bottom part of the third. If we continue with the current pace, you're looking at about a 2-hour, 15-minute game, which really, compared to other games, is not that odd. I don't know what the average has been, but 2:15 is not an enormously long game. One away, nobody aboard, bottom of the third. Ground to third, fielded by Marsden. He won't make the throw, though. And Kutrub is on. Well, I didn't see mishandle reception, maybe a little
Now
bobble
batting the first baseman,
in getting it out of the
number
mid.
8, DeMarquez
And regardless, had plenty of
Perkins.
time to get Kutrum and didn't. So the unofficial scoring is at E5. DeMarquez Perkins next. Perkins with a drop strike 3 in the first. Actually, pass ball 3. As able to get back at first is Kutrum. And that played a role in the second run of the inning scoring for Tennessee when Kutrum came in. Isaiah Oschlager moving to the on-deck circle. Inside with the pitch, running is Kutrum. Got a big jump in with a stolen base. Tying run in scoring position. And a little American Legion baseball before the day is done. Their championship game in the Alabama State Tournament at Troy University in Troy, Alabama. James Hardy on the call there with a 1 o'clock first game, and if it requires a second, it'll begin at 4. Low pitch to Perkins. Perkins trying to tie the game up with a runner at second and Kutrum. And Kutrum will take off for third. Wow, big jump. Able to get there easily. And now poised to get the game at 4. Perkins trying to drive him in. Bottom of the order in the top of the 4th for Georgia. And also, we get to your shout-outs in the 4th. That'll find its way to short. Infield single, and Perkins driving in the tying run at 4.
Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Isaiah Oschlager.
Isaiah Oschlager coming to the plate, getting his first at-bat of the game. Came in when Joseph Martin got hurt and had to come out. That was compliments of a collision in the top of the third with Georgia's Owen Helbach. And apparently that is the end of the pitching highway for Torres. As coach comes out, and I'm making the assumption as it comes out with Oschlager at the plate, but maybe Torres stays. Brady Deadman moving to the on-deck circle. And as a matter of fact, Torres steps up onto the bump as if to say, yep, I'm still here. Coach, just a little motivational seminar. Trying to keep it a tie game. Tennessee trying to take the lead with a runner at first in the bottom of the third. Joseph Martin struck out in his lone plate appearance. Oschlager to the plate here in the bottom of the third. Ground a short, possibility of 2. There's 1. Too tall with the throw over to first, not 2. Do get the lead runner for out number 2. Oschlager on at first.
Shortstop, number 2, Brady Deadman.
And Brady Deadman coming to the plate. Jace Kinslow to the on-deck circle. Off and running is Oschlager. He'll be in with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run in scoring position for Brady Dedman. Dedman ground into a 4-3 in the first. Jace Kinslow to the on-deck circle. Fouled away by Dedman. Arsenault, Phillips, and Hellbach when you get to the fourth inning. And will be sent to short. Thrown to first, and out goes Dedman on the 6-3. Oschlager left on, but it runs in. The game's tied. We go to the fourth, and your shout-outs next on JockJive.
Hattiesburg Clinic, we believe it takes a commitment to pursue excellence, to innovate, and remain at the forefront of healthcare, to provide care that is best for our patients, to work together as a team of experts, and to care for each person with dignity and compassion every day.
Make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts, and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Top of the fourth gets underway. Bottom of the order coming to the plate for Georgia. It is Caleb Arsenault leading it off. Carter Phillips and Owen Hellbach due up in the inning two. Here 4-4 in the fourth. Over there, field two. North Carolina with a 7-2 lead over Florida in the bottom of the fourth. Winner of that one has Hattiesburg. Winner of this one takes on the winner of Alabama and Texarkana. who meet next. Time to get the shout-outs. You know the process by now, right? Well, maybe not our Tennessee friends. I think it's the first set of shout-outs for them. But the Georgia folks, all pros. But for our Tennessee folks, here's how it works. In the fourth inning, you text me, I read the text. That's kind of a simple version. Now, there's stuff we need in the text, in the shout-out. And that's who's the shout-out to, who's it from. Obviously, there's got to be a shout-out. 2 names on a text. It's not a shout-out. And we'd also like to know where you're watching from. What city, what state, what country. If it's a unique spot to be watching the game, although these days with mobile devices, I guess there aren't many unique spots anymore. I mean, you can watch it anywhere. But if you want to stick that to on the lake, if you're watching the game in church, maybe we ought to keep that just between you and I. I wouldn't text that, I don't think. Unless you wanted to. Send right back to Kudrub. Has trouble handling it, but you know who doesn't? Second baseman Jet Herman. And Arsenault will ground into the 1-4-3.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Phillips.
And send all of that to 334-488-1385. Do it in the fourth and we'll read it. And if you got a little watch party going on, snap a picture. Send it. Shout out to Georgia. Go Bryson Collins. We love you and are so proud of you. Watching you from Tucson, Arizona. Good to hear from Tucson. Talk about a state of diversity, but I guess there's a lot of states with diverse geographical and climate things. But I recall as a youngster on a vacation to the Grand Canyon in July, went to Tucson, Arizona. It was 1:13. Drove, I don't know how far north, Flagstaff. It was like 40-something degrees. Big change. But good to hear from Tucson, Arizona. Wasn't there an Eagles song? I'm humming it in my head. And even my humming in my head is off key. A little high with a pitch to Carter Phillips. Phillips 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out and lined out to short. A little bit inside with a pitch to Phillips. Ground to short, grabbed there by Dedman. Owen Hellbach coming to the plate. As you got a pair of outs, the 1-4-3 and the 6-3.
Now batting the catcher, number 1, Hellbach.
Helmick lined out to third, reached on an error, committed at third, scored a run. And that run plated in the third inning. Ground to short, Dedman again, throw to first, and that's going to skip past Perkins. On his way to second, now third, Hellbach, and he'll get tagged out. So got beyond first and second with the error, but tagged out at third, and it turns into a 3-up, 3-down. Top of the fourth.
Hattiesburg Clinic, we believe it takes a commitment to pursue excellence, to innovate, and remain at the forefront of healthcare, to provide care that is best for our patients, to work together as a team of experts, and to care for each person with dignity and compassion every day.
Bottom third of the order in the bottom of the fourth, continuing with your shout-outs to this one to Carson Masden from Aunt Debbie, Uncle Steve, David, and Ariana in Maryland. Hi, Maryland. I don't think we have heard from Maryland until now. Shout-out says, we love you, B. We have lemonade waiting for you when you get home.
Leading off
Collins
the right
from the
fielder,
Halls,
number 23, Jace
Easton,
Kinslow.
and Cruz in Columbus, Georgia. Lemonade, eh? Would you mind share? I know it's a little out of the way, but some good lemonade is worth the drive. Shout out to Noah Torres from Grammy and Papa. You're pitching a great game. Keep it up from Middleburg, Florida. 334-488-1385 shout outs in the fourth. And you got a strikeout of Kinslow. One out for Jet Herman.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Jet Herman.
Xavier Adkisson to the on-deck circle. Bottom of the fourth in a 4-4 game. Your shout-outs at 334-488-1385. Of course, you can shout out anytime you like in the chat room on YouTube. Jet Herman with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. That all happened back in the second inning. Xavier Adkisson to the on-deck circle. Just a little bit low with the pitch. Top of the order, Kerry Johnson to the on-deck circle. Georgia, a couple of runs in the second and 2 in the third. Tennessee, 2 in the first, a run in the second, and a run in the third.
70 pitches for Torres. 70.
Out goes Herman, back-to-back Ks. And there was 2 gone.
Now
Let's see what that
fielder,
strikeout
10,
total is for Torres.
Xavier
1, 2,
Atkinson.
3, 4, 5, 6. 8 in the game. Our highest strikeout total yesterday, at least on field 1, was 11. And if memory serves me correct, that was Cam Duff who had the 11 strikeouts. Noah Torres pushing his K total to 8 as the pitch is high to Adkisson. Adkisson, one of the strikeout victims, fanned in the second. Shout out to our Cheatham County boys from the Harris family watching in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Thank you, Harrises. Got an E1, got Atkinson on. That is error number 3 in the game for Georgia. And a runner on in first for the top of the order, Kerry Johnson. Shout out to Case Barber, family in Milledgeville. Proudly watching, very familiar with Milledgeville. We do Georgia Military College football and softball. So make frequent trips to Milledgeville beginning in about a month. Kerry Johnson, couple of Ks, one looking, one swinging. Good luck to Tennessee and Isaiah Oschlager from Nana and Papa watching in Illinois. All the family checking out the game coverage. Thank you very much, Illinois. Liam Wilson to the on-deck circle. Thrown away over at first, and Atkinson on his way to second. He will put on the brakes there, and it's thrown away again, and he'll go to third. At third is Atkinson. Yeah, I kind of got stuck. I was about to say 90 feet home. I think these are 65 feet between bags. Kerry Johnson. Opportunity to give Tennessee the lead. Liam Wilson moving to the on-deck circle. Hit towards right center field. It'll roll to the fence, turn into a single, and RBI 1 for Johnson. Drives in Atkinson, and those errors proved costly. 3 errors got Atkinson to third, and Johnson with a single brings him in.
Liam Wilson.
And Tennessee reclaiming the lead. Let's go Tennessee from Leah and Hannah Parker. Thanks to Leah and Hannah. Well, thank you very much for the pronunciation guide on Carson. It is Mazden. Definitely want to do our best to get pronunciations correct on gentlemen who have succeeded at getting to the World Series. Shout out says, aloha. Watching Case Barber from Hawaii. Thank you very much, Hawaii, for checking in. First shout out from Hawaii. Which, by the way, if you need some streaming, you know who to call. Pitching change here in the fourth. The new pitcher is Norwood Pierce. Noah Torres will work 3 2/3. Face 19, 8 strikeouts. 1 walk, 3 hits given up, 1 hit batsman. And allows 5 runs with the potential of 1 more. Johnson over at first. And we'll get out of play. Shout out from Desiree to Tennessee and Xavier Atkinson. Thanks, Desiree. Carson Masden is my grandson. Getting to watch him from Charleston, South Carolina. Woohoo! And go Georgia. Jace Kinslow watching from Ashland City, Tennessee. We love you from Uncle Tevin and Mom. Let's go, says the shout-out. 2 gone, bottom of the 4th. That got the outside part of the plate. And the inning will come to an end, but not before Tennessee is able to claim the lead. And we'll head to the 5th in a 5-4 game. Hey, thanks so much for shouting out in our 4th inning.
Ready to make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Tennessee makes the substitution in the field. Number 7, Jaylee Gore, goes to right field for Jace Kislow. Leading off, top of the 5th, the third baseman, number 11, Masden.
Hey, thanks for all the shout-outs as we head to the top of the 5th. Carson Masden starts it. And that might be the pinch hitter, J.P. Pippin for Masden.
52 pitches.
Let me see. Nope, it is Masden. Masden starts in. Jonah McClure, Case Barber, 2 up in the inning, 2. They had one shutout that technically came in the 4th. As you got one of those seeing eye singles for Masden. Shout out Isaiah, go Tennessee.
Now batting the first
Tyler,
baseman,
Ashley,
number 21,
Ayana,
McClure.
Miles, and Millie. Love you all from Minnesota. I don't think we've heard from Minnesota until now. So thanks so much, Minnesota, for checking out baseball from Mississippi in Hattiesburg. Baseburg, the nickname for Hattiesburg. 9 consecutive 40-plus win seasons for the University of Southern Miss. Fouled away by Jonah McClure. Case Barber to the on-deck circle. And though the shout-outs on air have come to an end, you know, you can shout out anytime you like in the chat room on YouTube. Ground to third, fielded there. I think that is Oschlager now at third. You'll get Masden, and there is one away.
Number 0, Barber.
One out for Case Barber. Fouled away by Barber. He has reached on a couple of E5s.
Pitch
Unofficially,
70
there have been 9 errors in the game. Norwin Pierce to the on-deck circle. That'll find its way into left field. Double for Barber, and it will put runners at second and third.
Now batting the left fielder, number 12, Pierce.
Boy, just as that base hit was delivered by Barber, young lady comes by with a plate full of food. It's kind of like Bugs Bunny and the Karen. I mean, if there's a Karen nearby, just kind of the head drifts, everything turns. Almost missed the hit. Hit the short. Line drive shot able to get back as Barber at second. So Pierce out, number 2. Noah Torres next. He is ground out to short and been hit by a pitch. Georgia trying to knot the game up. Their preference would be to take the lead. Got a couple of runners in scoring position. Here in the top of the 5th. And a pitch hitter for Torres. And let's see if I can do some cross-referencing to let you know who this is. Last name Jarrett.
Georgia puts in a pitch hitter, number 27, Jarrett.
And that is Charles Jarrett. So Jarrett hitting for Torres. Couple of base runners on and 2 gone. Jarrett's a fan of the Texas Rangers. Favorite athlete, LeBron James. Also runs track. Wants to grow up to be an MLB player. Hobbies include baseball, video games. Favorite song and band, Astro Thunder. Andreas Scott. Jaron with a couple of base runners on, trying to pitch, hit, at least a run in. Just a little bit high with a pitch from Kutra. That'll go to the screen, but holding in third is McClure. And of course, with McClure holding, Barber has to hold. Artificial infield, natural grass outfield here at Cameron Field at J.C. Parks in Hattiesburg. Jared fouling that pitch off. Rice and Collins to the on-deck circle. But the natural outfield is so perfectly manicured and kept up, it looks natural or artificial. Just kind of blends in with the artificial infield. Jared strikes out. 2 runners are stranded, and Tennessee will maintain their lead into the bottom of the 5th. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Jesse Kutrum leading it off to Marquez Perkins and Isaiah Aschlager.
The pitcher,
Due up in the inning, too.
Jesse
First round of games, total of 4 rounds, 3 of 2 and 1 of 1. 3 rounds of 2 games at 9, 11, 30, and 2. And then a single 4:30 contest. Popped up but out of play by Kutrum. He has triple and reached on an error, scored twice. Has an RBI to his credit and a pair of stolen bases. Bottom of the 5th in a 5-4 game. Tennessee trying to come back from a 13-zip loss to Mississippi yesterday. Georgia trying to rebound from a 15-3 loss at the hands of Louisiana. Nobody wants to be one of the first to go. But these 9 a.m. games will take 2 out of the picture. Either North Carolina or Florida, Tennessee or Georgia. Swing and a miss by Kutra, but he will go down. Pierce picking up the K. And that is how Georgia will begin the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting the first baseman, number 8, DeMarcus Perkins.
1 out for DeMarcus Perkins. Perkins has struck out and singled, 1 for 2. As an Army eye to his credit, Isaiah Oschlager to the on-deck circle. Collins, Arsenault, and Phillips when you get to the 6th inning. I know we said we would take shout-outs in the 4th, but when you make the rules, you can break the rules, right? A few more to pass along. Shout-out to Case Barber from your Aunt Truett and Uncle Adam. So proud of you. Shout-out to Case Barber. Way to go, Case. Love Grand. And this is for Jace Kinslow. Ashland City team, we love you and are rooting for you. Leah, Layla, and Lexi. The 3 L's there in Ashland. Leah, Layla, and Lexi. Outside to Perkins. Perkins struck out, reached on a pass ball, though, in the 1st. Singles in the 3rd, and you saw the results here in the 5th. And there is 2 away after back-to-back Pierce strikeouts.
Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Isaiah Oslinger.
Inside with the pitch to Isaiah Oschlager. Brady Diedman to the on-deck circle.
49 pitches.
Outside Oschlager. Collins, Arsenault, Phillips, 8, 9, and 1 in the Georgia order in the 6th. Pierce is an out away from sending the game to the 6th. Oschlager trying to send the game to Diedman. Brady Diedman, who is on deck. Oschlager came into the game after the injury to starting first baseman Joseph Martin. More shout-outs. This one to Carson, number 11, Georgia. You're doing great. We love you. Love Mom, Dad, Sophia, and Coleman.
Now batting the catcher, number 2, Brady Diedman.
Oschlager drawing the walk. Brady Diedman to the plate. Jace Gore moving to the on-deck circle. Gore batting in the spot where Jace Kinslow had been previously. Just a little bit high with the pitch to Diedman. Outside with the offering. Deedman is a fan of the Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr., his favorite athlete. Likes to hunt and fish.
Here we go, 12. Finish the job.
Favorite song, Cowgirls, and favorite band or artist, Morgan Wallen. When not playing baseball, how about football, basketball, golf, and wrestling? Multi-sport guy in Deedman. A runner in first, 2 gone. 1-run game, bottom of the 5th. On the inside part of the plate. I thought he called a strike. And I think so did Oschlager, but he'll be credited with a steal. Well, Oschlager thought a walk. He goes down to second, but it was indeed a strike. And now there's the walk. Deedman going down to first after back-to-back walks that followed back-to-back strikeouts. So Pierce strikes out
Now batting number
Kutrum
7,
and Perkins.
Gore.
Walks Oschlager and Deedman. And that'll bring Jace Gore to the plate. Jet Herman moving to the on-deck circle. I love it. Gore's favorite pro baseball team, the Savannah Bananas. Well, you talk about something that has grown exponentially. The Savannah Bananas. If you're not familiar, go to YouTube, watch some videos. Wouldn't it be, maybe you'll have this one day, I doubt it, but like a World Series featuring teams that perform like the Savannah Bananas. That would be a World Series to see. Jace Gore taking a pitch high and away. His hobby is sleeping. I like this guy already. Savannah Bananas, favorite protein. Hobby is sleeping. Low inside pitch, and the bases are loaded. What else can we find out about Gore? Favorite
Now
song,
batting,
Boys Don't
second
Cry.
baseman, number 3, Jet Herman.
Other sport wrestling. When he grows up, he wants to be a construction worker. And his favorite pro athlete, Ellie De La Cruz. Bases are loaded for Jet Herman. Speaking of the Savannah Bananas, didn't they start, it's been about a decade ago, maybe? And just continued to grow crowds, sell out their relatively small stadium of about 4,000 to 6,000. And now they've done an 80,000 person event. Man, you talk about a dream, thinking outside of the box, and turning a dream into reality. It looks like Pierce is coming out. Struck out 2 to begin the inning, but walks 3, and he will exit the game as stepping up onto the bump is Owen Helbach. The new pitcher is Owen Helbach. And I'm coming back through yesterday's notes, and he was the starting pitcher for Georgia against Louisiana. And worked a couple of innings in that matchup against Louisiana. And he walks Herman with the bases loaded. In from third comes Aschlager.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Xavier Atkinson.
Tennessee growing the lead to 2. Xavier Atkinson next. Norwood Pierce worked an inning, faced 6, kind of a feast or famine. Struck out 3, walked 3. Has allowed a run, but is responsible for 2 of the 3 currently on. So more could be added. He hopes not. Helbach's pitch on the outside part of the plate to Atkinson, who has struck out and reached on an error. On the inside part of the plate to Atkinson. An elimination game. All of the activity happening with 2 gone. And 2 quick outs of Perkins and Aschlager. There's strike 3 on the outside part of the plate to get Atkinson. 3 are stranded, but a run is in, and Tennessee up by 2 going to the 6th.
make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts, and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Hattiesburg Clinic, we believe it takes a commitment to pursue excellence, to innovate, and remain at the forefront of healthcare, to provide care that is best for our patients, to work together as a team of experts, and to care for each person with dignity and compassion every day.
Leading off the top of the sixth, number 3, Collins.
Top of the sixth gets underway with the 8-spot kicking it off. Bryson Collins, 1 for 2 in the game. He has singled in a run and has popped out to center field. Sends that one right up the middle and right past Kutrub. And you got a runner aboard for Georgia to begin the sixth. Caleb Arsenault to the on-deck
Now
circle.
batting number 7.
North Carolina
Arsenault.
knocking off Florida over on field number 2. Florida, the first team to be eliminated from this year's World Series. And your field of 12 now 11 strong. And North Carolina's got a 4:30 elimination game against Hattiesburg. Arsenault with a couple of ground outs. To third and second. A little bit inside and nearly got a piece of Arsenault. Meanwhile, off to second will go Collins on the throw that goes to the screen. Popped up right side and able to get underneath to make the catch is DeMarquez Perkins, and out goes Arsenault for out number 1. And Collins forced to hold at second.
Number 4, Phillips.
Shot over the direction of right field by Carter Phillips. RBI single in the lead, back to 1.
Now batting number 1, Hilbert.
So on Heback coming to the plate. After the RBI single from Phillips, he's on at first, drives in Collins. Heback with a line out to third, reached on an error and ground out to short. Meanwhile, down to second will go Phillips. Aggressive Georgia base running. And there is your tying run standing at second here in the top of the sixth. And Florida-North Carolina game went a little better than 2 hours. This one a little better than that one. 2 hours, 7 minutes at the moment. In the bottom of the sixth. To the screen, that will go Phillips. Now in third. And Georgia poised to tie it up here in the top of the sixth. Carson Masden moving to the on-deck circle. Outside with a pitch to Heback. Great showing by the Hardy County team out of Florida. Just came up a few runs short against South Carolina, losing by 2 and by 3 to North Carolina. Popped up to center field, catch made there, tagging is Phillips. He'll dive in, and the game is knotted up at 6.
Jesse, 90.
Hebach driving in the tying run. Bases now cleared and 2 gone.
Madsen.
Carson Masden to the plate. High and inside with the pitch to Masden. 2 for 3 in the game. Struck out in the first, singled in the third, and in the fifth. Well, this has been the way the game has gone. Tennessee scored a couple of runs in the bottom of the first. Georgia responded in the top of the second. Bottom of the second, Tennessee scores. Georgia plates 2 and takes the lead. Their first of the game in the top of the third. Bottom of the fourth, Tennessee ties it up. And then grabs the lead in the bottom of the fifth, but in the top of the sixth, Georgia tying the game up again, this time at 6. Ground back to Kutrub. He'll recover, go to first. Get Masden on the 1-3 putout. But a couple of runs are in, and we are tied again. This time at 6. Heading to the bottom of the 6th.
Ready to make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Top of the order in the bottom of the sixth. 6, 6, and 6. Both teams with 6 runs, and we are in the sixth. Johnson 1 for 3 in the game. Liam Wilson, Jesse Kutrub, 2 up in the inning, 2. Well, Hebach came into the ballgame and faced 2 in the 5th, walked 1, struck out the other. And that was what the bottom of the 5th was like. It was either a strikeout or a walk. Torres, that Pierce in that inning, struck out 2 and walked 2, and Hebach in that inning walked 1 and struck out 1. Fouled away by Johnson. Second elimination game of the day. And one of these two teams will be playing baseball a little bit later on this afternoon. One of these two teams will pack the bags and head to the house. Either head to Georgia or Tennessee. At the moment, anybody's guess as to who's going to leave early. Round to short, picked up by Phillips, goes to first, gets the out of Johnson. One out for Liam Wilson. Wilson's been hit by a pitch, ground out, and struck out. 0 for 2 with the run scoring. Jesse Kutrub to the on-deck circle. On the outside part of the plate.
The shortstop, number 42, Liam
Hebach,
Wilson.
third pitcher used by Georgia. Torres worked 3 2/3. Pierce worked an inning. And now Hebach and out away from having an official inning in the books. We'll see who takes to the bump when we get to the top of the 7th. Jesse Kutrub, 94 pitches. And 95 is your max. So I guess he technically could come in, face 1, because it's not a drop dead 95. It's a finish the at-bat 95. So if they chose, Tennessee could use Kutrub to face Jonah McClure. A little bit low, a little bit outside to Wilson. It has been a back and forth game all game long. As that is chopped over towards third, the grab made by Masden. He'll go to first, and there's a pair of groundouts.
Now batting the pitcher, number 5, Jesse Kutrub.
Jesse Kutrub next. He has tripled, reached on an error, and struck out, scored a couple of runs, stolen a couple of bases. DeMarquez Perkins to the on-deck circle. We have had one extra inning game in the World Series thus far. Last night's last game between Hattiesburg and Texas. One on the bottom of the 8th by Texas. Is this one headed to extras too? Outside with a pitch to Kutrub. He tripled in a run and scored in the first. Reached on an error, stole a couple of bases, scored in the 3rd. And then struck out to begin the 5th. Into the dirt with the offering from Hebach. I mentioned Hebach with those couple of innings of work against Louisiana. Gave up a total of 7 hits and right at 9 runs in those 2 innings. Walk given to Kutrip. Well, Tennessee plated their 5th inning run with 2 gone. Can they plate a run with 2 gone in the 6th?
Now batting the first baseman,
Take the lead
number
into the
8,
7th.
Marquez Perkins.
Tennessee hopes so. Georgia hopes not. DeMarquez Perkins with a pass ball drop, strike 3 in the first. Singled in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Obviously, there is interest from Heback to the runner in first, Kutrip. Perkins with an RBI on the base hit in the 3rd. High pitch, Kutrip taking off for second. In with a stolen base. His 3rd stolen base of the game. And in scoring position. And running again is Kutrip. Down to 3rd with a throw but late. And now at 3rd is the go-ahead run. And his 4th stolen base of the game. He's Tennessee's Ricky Henderson. Swing and a miss by Perkins. And no, I don't know who today's version of yesterday's Ricky Henderson is. Couple of strikes on Perkins. Go ahead, run in 3rd. 2 gone, 2 strikes on Perkins. And there's 3 strikes on Perkins. Kutrip left aboard. We go to the 7th in a 6-6 game.
Make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Hattiesburg Clinic, we believe it takes a commitment to pursue excellence, to innovate, and remain at the forefront of healthcare, to provide care that is best for our patients, to work together as a team of experts, and to care for each person with dignity and compassion every day.
Leading off the top of the seventh for Georgia, number 21, McClure.
Top of the seventh gets underway. Jonah McClure begins at Case Barber and Norwood Pierce. 2 up in the inning, 2. Do have a new pitcher. Jesse Kutrip will toss 94 pitches over the course of 6 innings and face 30. Strikeout 3, no walks, 10 hits, 6 runs allowed. As that is ground over to third. McClure out on the 5-3.
Now batting number 0, Barber.
And I was talking about pitching highs, like your total number of strikeouts yesterday on field 1 was 11. That was the high from Cam Duff. Well, the 30 faced by Kutrip will be a new high on field 1 thus far. Haven't had a pitcher face 30 hitters. Case Barber has reached on a couple of errors and doubled, and has scored a run. Norwood Pierce to the on-deck circle. Tennessee trying to keep it scoreless in the top part of the inning and playing a run in the bottom part. Georgia wants stuff in the top of the 7th. And there's one away with Barber at the plate. Sent foul by Barber. Reached on an error in the 2nd and 3rd. And on a double in the 5th. Game got knotted up in the top of the 6th. There have not been many innings that hasn't seen a run played. And that'll drop into left field. Base hit for Barber. And as a matter of fact, there has not been an inning period that hasn't seen at least one of the 2 teams score. Georgia has scored in the 2nd, 3rd, and 6th. Tennessee in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Norwood Pierce with a double, a single, and a line out. 2 for 3 in the game. With an RBI and a run scored. Down to second without a throw is Barber. Noah Torres to the on-deck circle, fouled away by Pierce. Cameron Field, J.C. Park, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Day 2, everything yesterday, despite Mama Nature's efforts, got completed. Maybe a little later than anticipated. Thought with the 7:30 nightcap would end things around 10. 10:15, wound up going to midnight, but got everything in day one. Little cat and mouse going on there at second between Barber and Deedman. Throw down to third, and that will be into left field. No advancing by Barber. Does have the stolen base at third. One away and then runner in third. Tennessee got the runner to third with two gone in the bottom part of the sixth. But now Georgia, the runner in third with one away, making this a big at-bat. High pitch and a walk given to Pierce.
Now batting number 27, Jarrett.
Charles Jarrett coming to the plate. Entered the ball game in the fifth, batting in the spot where Torres was previously, and now returns to the plate here in the seventh. Off the second goes Pierce, takes away the possibility of the double play, at least the prototypical one, with a theft of second. Outside. A little bit high. Down to third with a throw. Back safely is Barber. Well, you got the longest game of the World Series to begin the day here on Sunday thus far. A 2-hour, 30-minute contest in the top of the seventh, as that has popped up in the direction of right. Diving, trying to bring it in by Jet Herman. Cannot do so. In comes Barber to third. Pierce. Torres will make his way to second. And Georgia has broken apart the 6-6 game.
Collins.
Bryson Collins to the plate. A little bit high with the throw, and then it's thrown into left field. In will come Pierce. Torres to third. Georgia by two. Bryson Collins now with a chance to bring in the run from third. And hit by the pitch is Collins.
Now batting number 7, Arsenault.
Caleb Arsenault to the plate. Couple of base runners on. We are in the top of the seventh. Aiden Hunter came into the ball game 5 at-bats ago. And it looks like that is going to be it for Aiden Hunter. And a new Tennessee All-Star taken to the hill. We'll find out who in right at 60.
make your getaway to a place of adventure and wonder, magic and music, amazing feasts, and memorable experiences? Then take a trip to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where magic, adventure, moments, and memories happen. Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Play designed to pick off the runner going to second. Collins instead. Jarrett will come in and score from third. And Georgia continuing to add to the lead. The new pitcher is Liam Wilson, Aiden Hunter, 19 pitches. Worked a third of an inning, faced 5, no strikeouts. A walk and 2 hits. Thus far, 3 runs charged to Hunter. There's a runner still on. That would be his responsibility. Caleb Arsenault 0 for 3 in the game. Roundouts to third. Pitcher. As that one is socked over into center field, and that drives in yet another Arsenault with an RBI single.
Now batting, number 4, Phillips.
And with that, we can close the books on Aiden Hunter. A third of an inning, 5 faced, no strikeouts, a walk, 2 hits, 4 runs allowed. Outside with a pitch, running down to second is Arsenault with the stolen base. Carter Phillips, 1 for 4. And struck out, lined out to short, ground out to short. Nice play at short, throw to first. Was it in time to get Phillips on the 6-3? Nope, he's safe over at first. Able to beat it out. And you got runners at first and second.
Heback.
Owen Heback next. 0 for 3 in the game with an RBI on a sacrifice. That is launched in the direction of right center field. All the way to the wall. In to score will come Arsenault and Phillips. Heback with a double that drives in 2. And it's turned into a 6-run 7th. Carson Masden to the plate.
Masden
has struck out, singled twice, ground out, 2 for 4 in the game. Outside with a pitch to Masden. Jonah McClure, the guy who began the inning, moving to the on-deck circle. Got about a 2.5-hour window for the game. You got a little warm-up for the guys that follow, so obviously we're running behind. That 11:30 matchup between Virginia and Mississippi in a winner's bracket game. Not going to start at 11:30. Over the head of Masden. Kutrum started through 94 pitches. Hunter came in and threw 19. And Wilson has been on the hill since Hunter left. Masden, the 9th hitter to come to the plate in the inning. And the out was the first guy, Jonah McClure, who has moved to the on-deck circle. That will drop in center field. Ebach will come in to score.
Now
Masden
batting
on at
number 21,
first.
McClure.
Well, you know what's weighing heavy on McClure's mind? He's already been an out in the inning. You don't want to be 2 outs in a single inning. Base runner at first. 1 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in. As that one is hit towards left center field, on his way to third. Masden says, what the heck, heads home. He'll score. It's a double for McClure that drives in another run. And we had a runner for Masden.
Now batting number 0.
That runner was Moore. Case Barber next. Norwood Pierce to the on-deck circle. Barber's reached on a couple of errors and reached on a couple of hits. Had a double in the 5th, a single in the 7th. Has already stolen a couple of bases and scored a run in the inning. Pops that one up right side. In will drop, and back to the plate comes Barber. It was a tie game at 6 until we headed to the top of the 7th. And it was still tied at 6 with an out in the top of the 7th. And nobody aboard. And now you got a ball. That'll move McClure to third. Nine hitters in a row get on. As that one is lifted out of play by Barber. And Georgia has turned a dead even game. This game was just back and forth for 6 innings. Turned it into an 8-run lead. Bottom of the 7th, it'll be Isaiah Oschlager. Brady Demon, throw coming to the plate. Tagged out, coming home is McClure. Put out, we'll go 6-2. For out number 2, and Barber's
now
over at first.
12, Pierce.
Norwood Pierce next. Pierce with a double, a single, a line out to short, and a walk. 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Off to second with the stolen bases, Barber. Unofficially 1, 2, 3 stolen bases in the inning. Make that 4. High and away with a pitch to Pierce. Well, if you're Tennessee, what you're telling your team when they're in the dugout in between innings is they did it, we can do it. And what they have done thus far is a total of 8 runs. Fouled off by Pierce. Charles Jarrett to the on-deck circle. Popped up to left. There the catch will be made by Kerry Johnson. The inning comes to an end. But it was huge for Georgia. 8 runs plate as we head to the bottom of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Isaiah Oschlager will start it. Brady Deedman 2 up in the inning 2. And I believe it is Aiden Hunter. At least he was originally slated to replace Jace Gore, who replaced Jace Kinslow in the order. But, of course, Hunter came out. So we'll see who actually bats when we get to the 3 spot on the bottom of the 7th. Well, Georgia did it to the tune of 8 in the top part of the inning. Tennessee trying to do it to the tune of 9 in the bottom of the inning. A little bit inside with a pitch to Oschlager, who came into the game with the injury to Joseph Martin in the 3rd. And it's ground out to short. And you got a base runner aboard. Compliments of the error in 2nd. Brady Deedman next. A walk and a couple of ground outs.
Now batting number 2.
1 aboard, nobody
Brady
gone. Bottom of the
Deedman.
7th. Both teams now unofficially with 6 errors in the game. Ebach, the start against Louisiana yesterday, trying to get the finish against Tennessee today. And there's the double play. The line out, Deedman, the short, Phillips over to first to pick off Oschlager.
Now batting
And
number
Tennessee
4,
now has got to
Easton
start the rally with
Justice.
2 gone. And the base is clear. Talk about starting from scratch. Bottom of the 7th. Tennessee on the brink of elimination. And we'll go foul to the third base side. Florida already eliminated. A 12-team field. Now at 11. And after this one, down to 10. Win this one, you got a 2 o'clock game against the winner of the game going on as we speak, Alabama and Texarkana. And is chopped right back to Hebach. He'll take it himself to the back. And that is your ball game. The elimination bout that sees
31,
Tennessee head home
31.
and Georgia stay in the mix. 3 hits, 6 errors, 6 runs for Tennessee. Stranding a total of 7. Got a couple of runs in the first, 1 each in the second, third, fourth, and fifth. And for Georgia, 17 hits in the game. Committed 6 errors, stranded 7. Had a couple of runs in the second, third, and sixth, and then pulled away with 8 in the seventh. So Georgia taking on the winner of the Alabama-Texarkana game, which is being played as we speak over on field number 2. And the season comes to an end. An exciting one, a great one. You get here, you've done something most haven't. But it ends for Tennessee in Hattiesburg. Thanks so much for watching.
With this loss,
plenty of baseball still to come here
Tennessee
on a Sunday of baseball on JockJive.
from further play
I'll be
in the
back
2025
in about a half hour
BBB Boys World
when
Series.
we've got the big matchup
It
on the
has
winner's
been a
side.
pleasure having
Virginia
them,
and
and
Mississippi.
we wish them the best
For all the
of luck
folks
in
with
their future
Hattiesburg
endeavors.
and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.